Check it out, guys. We ended up staying here last night. And now we are back. I would say on the road, but we are not on the road. It's the sea. I actually slept out here last night. This is quite nice. Just too far, tell me to say no. This is Con Air here, still a part of Venezuela. Apparently, I think it's just like a tourist location. People come here to scuba dive, kite surf, fish. That's about it. It's a bigger island though, compared to where we just were. Much bigger. I guess there is flamingos here, which obviously you can't see, but there are flamingos here. Jump over the boat, bro. Come to jump over the boat.
Took risk, got reward. This thing got lost. Forget that all. Me off the car. Had him in the start. Gotta go hard. Police making me know it. Bitches piss me off. Took risk, got reward. This thing got lost. Forget that all. Me off the car. Don't care about that. Real rap, I'm counting up racks. So we go to the world, I forgot where I was at.
Alright guys, the sun's going down. That might be a wrap for the day. Nobody's cooking dinner yet, so I have no idea what's going on there. I don't feel like cooking though. Just been resting all day, really, taking naps. But the wind has picked up a lot, the seas have picked up a lot. miles off the tip of Aruba. I got woken up because the autopilot was out. Captain and his girl Emma were hand steering for the last 3 hours, and it was very windy when they brought me up here, so we put the mainsail down. Captain got the autopilot working, and then they went to bed, which is quite understandable if they hand steered for 3 hours straight. But check out the sky anyways, it's very beautiful. Starting to lose track of the days, but I believe this is day 6. Quite the start, quite the start. I didn't have time to bring the camera out because I literally just got woken up and brought out here, but if you guys would have seen it, it was a bit of chaos. She's known for real shit. I'm in the hills counting $100 bills with my friends. Remember 2 years ago she was hard to deal with. I've been through some shit, it's gonna take some time for healing. I got some stories that I'm taking to the grave with me, and I got some flowers I'ma take out to your grave with me. You gon' make a change in me. Nothing with a heart or with a brain in them. Shit that I won't never say, never say. Had it back on the good, I had to learn that shit come with the game. Okay, I didn't take long. The autopilot is out again. Okay, it seems to be working now. It keeps going up, coming back, going out and coming back. But for now it's working. I was able to make a cup of coffee. You guys know when some other shit goes down. Found Jeff's dead. And I don't know if you guys can see it yet. This is Aruba, the point of Aruba up here. We're about 3 miles off of it. There's much more beauty in the chaos, guys. There's no beauty in the safety and comfort of your home. Throw yourself into the chaos. That's where the beauty is. You guys have a blessed night, and unless I bring the camera out for some reason tonight, we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. It's 3 in the morning. We just started our night watch shift. I asked to be on this one so that I could be by myself. The last 6 nights or so, I'm starting to lose track now, but last 6 nights we were doing the 9 to 12 shift with Emma, the 20-year-old girl, but yeah, I just decided I'd rather be by myself. And so we're here at 3 in the morning. And it's been quite a bit more rough tonight. We've had like 30 knot plus winds. I know at one point before I went to bed, I came up here and checked, and we were doing 13 knots off the back of some of the waves. We still had the mainsail up then, and I was kind of thinking to myself, why the fuck do we still have the mainsail up? It was fully reefed, but still, we're doing 13 knots in a catamaran. So yeah, then, you know, about 15 minutes after I was thinking that to myself, that's when they put the mainsail away. Now we're doing a comfortable 6 to 7 knots. And it's actually a bit more calm than it was earlier. But regardless, one thing Captain Ben and Courtney and everyone taught me well is to wear a harness at night, especially when things are rough. And I'm the only person to wear a harness, which is actually kind of fucked up because I mean, the captain should be making everyone wear a harness at night. I don't care if you're just in the cockpit. If this was my ship, everyone would be wearing a harness at night if you're outside. Yeah, that's a little rundown. I don't know if you guys can see the lights, but it's actually, I believe that's Puerto Colombia over there. We'll be riding the Colombian coast for quite some time now. I don't know if the camera can see so good yet, but we're starting to get first light, and Jeff Stead's boat is right behind us.
Gonna get the other guy?
I don't know. They're gonna be mad about it.
Yeah, let's let him go.
Giant shark, guys. Sorry, buddy.
Something way bigger bit him though.
Oh, those lines got tangled the fuck up. But I imagine that's from him.
But look, that's another shark bite. And look, that's part of it, and then the circle goes around.
That's the back of it. So it's a bit bigger shock.
Imagine we caught that and then another one. Whatever bit that probably would have took the lure though.
That's crazy. You never get shocks on lures. That's literally the second shot I caught him.
Lines are fucked. It's start to the day there.
Check this shit out. This is how not to sail. Okay? This is how you don't do things. Now, the captain of this boat has said that he's done this trip like 7 times already this year. He takes these cats down to San Blas in Panama to use them as charter boats. But it's like, I don't know if he like actually doesn't know what he's doing as far as sail management goes, because he clearly knows his way around a boat, like he knows how to fix it up and shit. And I imagine he knows how to sail it as well. I mean, clearly he knows how to sail it because we've done a bit of that. But like, look at the sails, bro. Look at the sails right now. You're not supposed to let that happen. And every time we do move the sails around, it's an absolute shit show. Like, there's just no thought or preparation that goes into it. It's just like giving orders, and it's always like flustered. And it's a shit show, and it shouldn't be. Captain Ben, the guy I went from St. Lucia to St. Martin with, it wasn't a shit show anytime we changed the sails, and he always changed the sails before things happened rather than waiting for things to happen. Like last night, we were expecting 30 knot plus winds, and we still had the fucking mainsail up and all of the jib out, and we start doing 13 knots down the waves, which anything over 10 in this thing is starting to lose control. So it's like, you know, you need to prepare for those things ahead of time, and then that way you don't have a fucking shit show on your hands. I don't know, it's kind of pissing me off because it shouldn't be like this. Should be prepared. This morning, when we started changing the sails around, he put out the fishing lines first. So as we're turning the boat around and trying to do the sails, now we have a shark on the line, and then that shark gets tangled up in all of the other lines because we're turning into the wind so we can change the sails, and it's just a fucking mess. The mainsail halyard rope is too big for the track that it's in, too thick, so it's like, that sucks in itself, and we knew that before we took off, but we didn't bother to get a new rope. So yeah, a lot of this trip is just like recognizing how not to do things as far as the sails go, because people, this isn't a fucking joke, guys. Like, people die out here, you know. You guys know that I'm not always about safety. I'll go in to the ghetto, and I don't like to fucking sit at home. I like to go out and explore and adventure and throw myself into the chaos. But if you're gonna throw yourself into the chaos of an open sea at night, you put a fucking harness on, and you know what you're doing with the sails, and you prepare ahead of time and change the sails ahead of time. This is like terrible captaining on that part. So it's like I said, I don't know if he just doesn't know or if he just doesn't give a fuck and just wants to get this boat there and just like doesn't fucking care. I don't know. Either way is unacceptable. You guys hear that shit? That's the boom smacking from side to side, which is very, very, very bad and very unsafe. This is, oh my god, bro. I think he's trying to snap the mast in half. Is that what's happening? Are we trying to snap the mast? For like an insurance claim or some shit? Like, I'm starting to think that. Not okay. I'm never sailing with this guy again. Unless I'm the one that's captain. I'm never sailing with this guy again. Okay, so you know how I was talking about the boom smacking around and how that's bad for it, and it's been doing that for like hours on end for days. Well, the pin that attaches the boom to the mast came out. Just, I don't know, 30 minutes after I was talking about that. After 2 hours of it banging around, or at least an hour. Yeah, we managed to hammer it back in and put a new pin in the bottom of it, but that's that. And you know, if that boom falls and people are out there, there's a good chance that it could kill somebody. So there's that.
surfing down these waves, guys. Straight up surfing. But remember that pin I told you about? This is it. And this whole thing here, this whole pin, I'm not talking about this pin. This is broken, obviously. But this pin, the big one that goes through here, it all came out when we were trying to put the mainsail up. And this is our fix on it. And we have like 3 or 4 more days to go. So you can imagine, I don't know how I feel about that. But I mean, I don't give a shit if we lose the boom. We'll be totally fine without the mainsail. We'll still be fine, but the thing is, if it falls, somebody's gonna be out here, because somebody always has to be out here, and it could fucking kill somebody. Or knock them overboard at the very least. Anyways, I think we're like 20-30 miles off the coast of Colombia still. Just we're like in the middle of some big bay. If I show you on the map, there's like what? Anyways, I think like 20 miles away from Barranquilla. Flipping? You're putting it in or flipping it? What? You're putting it in or changing tack? Both. Both? Okay. Ready? Say let it out, you want tension. Isn't that the reef point? I think we brought it down too far, didn't we? All the way. Hold on. Yo. crazy how weak this camera makes these waves look. Surfing a hurricane-damaged cat. As you can see, about 20 miles off the coast of Colombia and maybe 40 miles northeast of Barranquilla, which is the direction we're heading, doing anywhere between 6 and 13 knots because we're getting some pretty decent gusts of wind. Give you guys an update later. Good morning. It's 3 in the morning. I just got onto my shift. Right before I got onto my shift, they put in a lot of the jib because, as you may be able to hear, we're getting 40 knot gusts and above, maybe even 50 at times. So yeah, we're getting kind of fucked up out here, guys. Just a tiny piece of the jib out so that we can keep going in one direction. There's a mountain range inland from us on the coast, so that's why the winds are getting crazy here. Katabatic winds, they call it, the winds coming down the mountain out into the sea. Apparently there's snow at the top of these mountains, and we're in Colombia, so imagine how high it has to be for there to be snow in Colombia. First light. The winds have not died at all. They're keeping up. Swells are getting to be big at times. Unfortunately, we had to turn up a bit so that we don't end up hitting land or buoys or anything like that. But that means that we're going at a slight angle to the waves now. So rather than surfing with them, we're going up. We're going up into them. Not into them, since we're going downwind, but the point is we're coming at them at an angle now rather than in line with them. back in when the sun has a little bit. Good morning. I don't know how got fucked up my knee coming up the steps. That's why I need a cameraman, guys. check it out. Where the sea meets the river. Where the river flows into the sea. It mixes with the sea. First time I experienced that. I've seen it on videos and shit, but it's pretty wild, bro. Now look at the water, it's just shit. Apparently coming around Colombia here, I've been told is the Caribbean equivalent of Cape Horn, or a little taste of Cape Horn. The Caribbean's Cape Horn. Windy, big swells, and now this river water. So correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe it's the Rio Magdalena that flows into the sea here, maybe as well as some others. But that's what I could see, the Rio Magdalena. Like I'm in a fucking sea of chocolate milk or some shit. From clear blue water to this. Just like that. Afternoon. Just cruising along the Colombian coast here. Okay guys, check it out. Talking to YouTube. A wave came over the top and I had my hatch open. So all of my shit is soaked. Like literally everything. My laptop is fucked. Took the battery out so it doesn't blow up. There's literally water running out of my laptop. We're kind of fucked here. I don't know if that's gonna be good. It's my own fault. It's my own fault. I already know the camera just makes these waves look like they're nothing, but I promise you, they are not nothing, bro. They definitely are not nothing. They're definitely something a bit substantial. Blocking the sun. Anyways, that's day 8. I think that's a wrap as far as for daytime goes. We'll see you maybe tonight. Nice and quiet with a bit of shop. A bit of shop. Okay, maybe more than a bit of shop. Maybe more than a bit. I don't know. We're in a big patch of grass and garbage. Look it, bro, it's just a bunch of plastic and fucking garbage and shit. A big patch of garbage, bro. Another morning. It's so good to see the sun. It's so good to see the sun. 9 is the number of completion. So maybe today, the 9th day of this trip, will be the end of this trip. I believe we have maybe 70 miles to go, so we can certainly make it there by this evening. some of you that know me, you know I've been liking Carl Jung a lot lately. I just want to read a little bit of something out of this book, Modern Man in Search of a Soul by Carl Jung. Highly recommend it. Also highly recommend Man and His Symbols by Carl Jung as well. How can I be substantial if I fail to cast a shadow? I must have a dark side also if I am to be whole. And inasmuch as I become conscious of my shadow, I also remember that I am a human being like any other. Check it out, guys. It's the sea. See? It's the sea. As far as the eye can see, it's the sea. For the last 9 days, same shit. But we are 28 miles from our destination in Panama now. So we should be there in like 4 hours, maybe 3-4 hours. Unless anything happens between now and then, we'll see you guys then.